What role can PMO play on a specific project? PMO can play different roles on different projects, regardless of the situation in which it was built. Some of them it will just have to accept, whereas others it will have to manage directly on a daily basis. And in this lecture, I'll just try to show you the level of involvement of PMO and different types of involvement you can come across. So if we would have to order involvement of PMO in projects from low to high, we would have the following things. So on the very left side of the scale, so low involvement, we've got obviously that they just have to be informed about the project existence. In this case, you don't have to do much about that. You just have to put it in a table to know that such project exists, and that's it. The second level of involvement is that you have to give opinion about the project. So not only you know about the project, but actually the management board or some sort of a director or even sometimes manager will ask you about whether certain projects make sense or not. This in many cases may involve certain estimation and in some cases also your opinion on whether a certain project should be started or not and how it should be executed using internal resources or external ones. Third level is that apart from the opinion, you have to also monitor regularly its progress and in some cases obviously report it to the management board or some sort of a committee. So this is typically what you would do in the juggernaut situation. You would give opinion and also monitor and relate the progress to the body. The next level of involvement is that on top of giving opinion and monitoring, you actually will have to accept the project before it starts. In other words, without your acceptance, a specific type of project will not be started. You can also provide resources for projects, and we've mentioned it in many situations that you will be asked to first of all generate ideas, provide analytical and project management resources. In some cases also the PMO may actually have physical resources to spread around like money and also space or some sort of IT resources as well. This can actually encompass many resources. You can also be asked to supervise actively the project. So in this case, you act as a project sponsor or somebody who is supposed to work on daily basis with project managers to make sure that they deliver the projects that they were entrusted with. And finally, obviously, you can act as a project manager on some projects that are extremely important and also high value projects, strategic ones. So as you can see, your involvement in specific project can be very minimal, or it can actually take a lot of your time and require from you a very active approach. Bear in mind that the very same PMO can have one role on one type of projects and a different role on other projects. So, for example, you might be simply asked to be informed and give opinion for small impact projects, but then for the big projects you provide resources or even supervise them. So it really depends not only on the situation, but also on the type of the project you have. One way or the other, this should be defined before you set up the PMO, and then for every project, define what your involvement in this project will be and what impact you will have on how the project is shaped.